Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. Today we are making a search bar. A search bar. The idea here is that we are working on an application, a web app where we're doing like a bunch of data entry, and we need some way to like filter through attributes to see if they like already exist, right? So like we're working on the meal tracker app, and we're gonna be like, I am reading like an ingredient label off this thing, and I want like, to build a list of these things, and I want to say like, I need to enter, from this list of shit, I need to enter like thiamine. Did I already do that? I don't fucking know. So it'd be nice if I like have like a list of things that I've entered. Input type equals search first. Fuck. fuck. Wait. Did I fuck this up already? I thought that I checked this. Okay, hold on. Maybe this whole thing is just out to fucking lunch. Hold on. We're gonna reset in a second. Hold on. HTML, head, body, input, type equals search. What is this thing? Before we get too far into this, oh wait, this definitely doesn't solve my problem, no? This is just an input type. Which doesn't really solve the problem at all. Okay, cool, we're good. Okay. So we wanna run some JavaScript that like will give us a list of things that we have yet to enter, right? This problem came up because yesterday I was making some pizza. Do you guys want to see my pizza that I made? Look at this brilliant pizza. And I was trying to enter this absolute fucking abomination into my meal tracker, and it was miserable because of stuff like this label, right? So we needed to go into our thing, and the way it works right now is we go here and we go like, I'd like to enter burger patty, and I go in here and maybe we like pin this thing on top, and we go in here and we're like, oh, we fucking deleted all of the entry stuff earlier when we were seeing what we wanted this to look like. One sec. Hold on. Wait a minute. This. Okay, hold on. We go back to the browser. Okay, so the workflow was we go in here and we're like, I need to add folate to this list of things that I have. Is folate in this list? And you like scroll this whole list and you go like, folate's not in this list. So you go over to the properties view and you add like folate, right? And you go back and you're like, let me find folate in this list, and you click it. But then folate, it like might not end up as the last element in the list, which is a problem. But then you enter the thing here. So it's just like miserable to do this data entry. But the thing that we really want to fix is like, it would be nice if we could just type into this box like folate and have it list all of the, like, as you start typing, list all of the things that all of the properties that we could select from that match that, and then be able to select that thing if you want. So I want to use like this search bar as inspiration, right? This is pretty good, right? So you type some stuff into the DuckDuckGo search bar. If you press enter, it does one action, right? And if you start typing and you press up and down, it like pre-fills the form with that thing, and then you can press enter and do that, and does a different action, right? So this is kind of like along the lines of the widget I want to create. Ladies. Ladies dresses. So, let's try to make something that's like kind of like that. And let's get moving. So plan is like, we're going to make like a test page to like play with this thing. We're going to like filter some list of elements based off the input. We're going to do some sort of like selection and like make it kind of pretty or something. It's kind of the plan. What web server does your thing on? Apache, run on Apache or Nginx? Neither. Right now we've just got like a little Zig web app that's just like going straight into this bad boy. Okay. So we need to make a test page. So we're going to make a little header. And we're going to say, test page. We are going to here have this thing. And then we need to like have some sort of things that we're searching through. So I looked up right before this. I looked up like 1,000 most common English words dot text and stole the answer from here. So we have this like uh words.json that I pre-processed a little bit, right? And so let's start by just kind of like shoving that list of words here, and then we can kind of figure it out from there. Let's also style this thing. So I've been like kind of just by default using water.css to just like make things look not like absolute total garbage by default. You know, they can look like kind of okay. And then we can kind of like tune from there. So how the fuck do you include a style sheet again? It's been a second. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Link style sheet. Water CSS. Okay. Boom. Wow, it's so pretty now. It's so pretty for me. Okay. And yeah, let's like load the list of stuff. So probably like script. Source is test.js. And let's look at test.js and do something like window on load. We initialize the page, and this guy's going to be like a function that like fetches words JSON and like turns that into something, right? So you say like response JSON, and then we can just go like for word of words. I don't remember if you can use const here. Maybe they need let because the word is changing. Don't remember the rules here. And then here we're gonna go like, I don't know, probably like make like a document fragment. Okay, and then here we'll like create some, you know, make a div for the words for each word, I guess. Fuck it. And set the div contents to the word, and then append that to the document fragment. Huge. And then we can just say like you know, words div is going to be in test HTML. We'll do something like div id is words div, and we'll put all the stuff in here. Fuck it, you know. Get element by ID words div, which is a type HTML div element just for autocomplete stuff. And then we can go like words div append the fragment. Huge. Nothing is happening. Why? Console log. Words is not iterable. Why the fuck not? Because I didn't await. We gotta wait. We need to get the thing. No function append. Really? Words div is null. Really? Word div ID is words div. Words div. What am I missing? Maybe I need to do this like oh, it's because this is initialized. It's because this is initialized before the page load renders. I probably need this, right? Much better. Much better. All right. So we got our fucking search bar. We got our words list. And now let's make it so that, you know, it does something insane. Does something insane. So let's do, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh, somewhere in here we're gonna have to like make it reusable as well. You're a wizard area. Hell yeah, dude. So let's start by making it so that when we type stuff into the box, something happens, right? So we gotta do like search box is like this. Input ID is, you know, search box. And we'll kind of do something like this, right? And then we can do like search box on input, probably. We get some like event, and we look at like this, probably. We look at like the current value, and we filter the list of words that we're displaying. Right? Surely. So displayed words is going to be, I don't know, man. Filter. Sorry, words filter. Can we like type this thing? Like, if I do this, that I get like nice little autocomplete. Maybe just array. Hit me with that words filter. Hell yeah, dude. So we're gonna be like, we get a word, and we want to see like if word matches, right? So we want to say like if word. Can you do get like crazy in here? Can you do like something like this? I don't really know. JS doc type strings. What does he want? What does he want? This. And then is like string a type in here? Yeah, you can. So you use string like this. Then we can go like if word dot nice, dude. Is there like a contains on here? JavaScript word contains. Surely they have this already for me, right? Includes. So I guess we just like return that, no? Okay. That seems reasonable. And then can we log this thing? Okay. That seems kind of hype. Seems kind of hype if it works. ASDF. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Neck. Oh, it's beautiful. Look at that. That is hype. Hype, dude. So now all we have to do is like choose which div, which of these things to show in here. Now, our options are probably like use the divs that are already there or make our own. Surely just make our own, right? Surely that's easier. So maybe this becomes like set box content or something, right? I don't know. Set search results. Huge. And we're gonna use the words that we got. And I guess on init, we're gonna go like set search results to just like all the words, right? And then this is gonna go here now. And instead of append here, can we do like replace children like this with the fragment? Does that work? It looks like it works. And so now we can say replace or set search results to the displayed words. Boom. So now I can start doing like, oh my god, it's coming along so much faster than I thought. That's hype. Wow. Look at that. Wow. Wowzer. Not in the top 1,000 words, I guess. Okay. So that's pretty hype. Now, we need to select one. So let's do something like make it so that we can copy like the DuckDuckGo behavior, right? So if I type in something here, pressing up and down, select something, right? And then also like this thing kind of is like kind of styled as like one element, which is kind of interesting as well, right? This kind of looks like one big chunk of stuff, and I kind of like that. So we'll end up there eventually. Search bar any %? Yeah, I guess so, huh? So yeah, I guess let's leave that open for reference later. And we want to make it so that we can press up and down and have it select stuff. So who interprets the up and down key, right? I don't think it's the input. I almost feel like there's like kind of like a parent div for like the whole section, you know? You know, it's like there's like the search widget that kind of gets like his whole thing. And can we do like search widget on key down? Or like on input? Like, is that a thing that we can do? I don't know. Let's find out. Okay, so here, looks like a, oh, okay. Oh, sorry, that's arrow keys on the fucking console, like a dumbass. So it doesn't look like, oh, okay, I guess here I'm seeing on input here, we're logging the input. So this is working, but I wanted to kind of catch like arrow keys as well. So, like JavaScript on input, and can we just see like, oh, it's probably like on key down, no? Right, so there's like on input, and then there's key press, which I guess are like semantically very slightly different. Okay. So that's interesting. I guess it's because we're logging the event. Can we log, or like the target widget that we clicked on, or we pressed down in? Aha, okay, cool. So can we look at the key? And if we press the key down, or like the arrow down, it means that like this search bar, we don't want like text that we enter in here. What do we want? Let's look at this for inspiration again. So it actually does look like if I press down and then keep typing, it does keep the cursor where the cursor was in the text box, right? So if I say like down, down, hello, HELO gets interpreted, right? So it's probably just that on the enter behavior changes, which is pretty reasonable. So we don't have to change the like keyboard, we don't have to change like the focused element. It's just on arrow keys, we adjust the highlighted element. And maybe we replace the content of the search bar as well. Maybe. Okay. So we probably want like switch on EV. What was it? Key. Does this work? Can you do like this? Is this like allowed in this language? I don't know. Let's see. Down, up. Okay, refresh. Down, 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 up, 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 up. Okay, cool. Cool. So that does work, which is kind of hype. That makes my life easy. And I guess here we're gonna have some sort of like selection, like search bar data or something. And in here, we're gonna have like selection state. Did I spell this wrong? Constructor. Selected index. Is this what I want to do? Probably, right? This feels kind of reasonable. And this dot items. Yeah. So then we're gonna go like, this is actually probably null by default, right? And we're gonna like set words. Set search results. Yes. And we're gonna say like this items, these results, simple. And probably like null out the selected index. Right? Because like every time we no. Yes. If the search results change, we don't know, like the selection is invalid now. Right? If we select this guy and then keep typing, then like the selected index makes no sense. Right? So let's say that's how it works. And that means that here we're gonna have somewhere like, oh, maybe we call this data. I don't know. Something like this. And we'll say that like every time we type into this thing, set search results is going to set the search bar data is I wonder if this has to be a document fragment. I wonder if you can like replace children with an array. Like if I did like new like fragment is like this, Does this kind of do the same thing? That'd be kind of sick. I don't know if it works that way, but we can try it. No, not happy. Not happy. So instead we'll kind of do this. We'll say, we put the div both in the fragment and the data, and we say set search results data. Boom. Okay, whoa. Search bar data. Oh, maybe he was mad about something else, actually. That's very possible. Really? I didn't realize that JavaScript was like single pass like that. Data append is not a function, so this is push. And then I want to try this again, where we don't use the document fragment, we just say data here. Does that do what I want? Yeah, no. Would have been cool. Would have been cool. Okay. Cool. So now, we go here, and we say search bar data, we say like down, navigate down, we'll say. You might want to use a list. Yeah, that's probably true, huh? An unordered list is probably like more semantically correct. Plus some like aria stuff to select. I don't know what aria is, but maybe. But also like the display is gonna like get more advanced probably. I'm not really sure. I'm not sure if I want it to be list. It's probably fine. Yeah, I probably could make it work that way. But whatever, we'll do it this way. So let's say, if this selected index is equal to null, we'll say this selected index is equal to 0. Else, probably we have like the case of this selected index is equal to this item's length. We do nothing. So I guess it's probably the other way. Else if this is less than that, this selected index plus is 1. Okay? And then at the end of this, we probably like write down the old index. Right? And then we're gonna say like update highlight with the old index and the new index. Okay? Then this guy can just like apply a class to and remove it, right? So we can say like this items at old index is like like class list remove, you know, one thing. So we'll remove like search highlight, and then we'll say this item's new index class list append push. Who fucking knows, dude? Who knows? So items is undefined. How is that possible? Whoa, 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 whoa. What do you mean it's undefined? Oh. Yeah, that would do it, huh? That would do it. We do have to call the function we want to call. Update this dot. Old index is undefined. True. If old index is not equal to null, we do one thing. Okay. Append is not defined. Push, maybe? Okay, we're gonna have to look. In a nutshell, ARIA is used to get the hint assistive technologies about the functionality of your interactive elements. Oh, interesting. That sounds kind of sick. Add. My bad. My bad. Which pages are we working on? This one? This one. Okay. So probably I clicked down a few times. We should be looking at the class here. So we have search highlight on other, then on there, then on there. Okay, so that's working. And we can just add like some quick little styling to try to, you know, do like search highlight. Background is like blue a little bit. Maybe like kind of like light blue. Oh, hell yeah, baby. Let's fucking go. Okay, so we need to do the up arrow as well. So on arrow up, we're going to navigate up. Okay, and so that's going to look a lot like this, but not exactly the same. We're going to store the old index. We're going to go down by one. And if we're null, I think we do nothing, no? I think we leave it on null, but we probably do something special on 0. Right? On 0, we probably set selected index to null. Anything else we subtract by 1. In fact, this is probably if it's not null. Yeah, that sounds kind of right. So now we go down, down, down. It's not working anymore, which is interesting. Class list. Oh, because new index. This item's new index is undefined. That's interesting. I would think this works. Yeah, I would think. So can we look at this? So where is it mad? On update highlight? So I go here, I click down. New index is null, which is surprising. On navigate down, I think. Why is that happening? Yeah, on navigate down, line 39. Oh. Oops. Okay, down, down, up, up. And then probably it crashes there. Yeah, because we need to check if new index is not equal to null, we then add it. But if not, then we don't. Okay, so now we go down, 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 up, 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 down, 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 up, 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 down, 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 down. And then it looks also like when we press up and down, the cursor moves, which I don't like. That's probably some like default input behavior. Holding does seem to work as I expect, which is kind of hype. So let's do something like, sorry, I'm thinking. Can we like consume the input here? Like, I think like on key down, they probably let you like consume the element, the event in some way, so that like the input doesn't get it. Key down event is fired. Event target key event is blah blah blah. I thought that event listeners could block by like returning true. No. None. Oh, this is a return for add event listener though. Like this feels return like block event consume event listener JavaScript. I'm pretty sure it's possible. Are they saying anything here? Event bubbling or capturing here. Here we go. Event propagation is defining the element order when the event occurs. You have these guys. In bubbling, the innermost element is handled first, and the outer. In capturing, the outer is handled first, and the inner click will be handled. You can specify this by using the use capture parameter. Oh, interesting. But this doesn't tell me like how to block it. Someone in chat is saying EV prevent default, which sounds kind of what I want. Yeah. So you're saying I should be like do something like this? Maybe we can try it. Down, 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 up, up, up. Down, 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 up, up, up. Yeah, so this seems to no longer be jumping the cursor around, which is hype. I think I pressed left there by mistake. So up here is doing nothing. Okay, hell. Or high. Okay, so I go down, 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 up, 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 down, down, down. So that's still kind of behaving the way I like, which is good. And down, down, down. If I get past the edge here, it's not clamping correctly. So navigate down. I thought this was supposed to handle that. If this selected index is less than this or less than or equal to. Oh, maybe -1 here. Because it always has to be in range. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Hype, 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 hype. Okay. Huge. So now we just have to make it so when I press enter, we get some callback, probably, right? So let's do something like case enter. And we'll say like, let's get the search bar. Data dot items. Let's just like log this thing. Yeah. If this is not equal to null. Huge. Right, so we go down, down, down. We get this thing that's not helpful. Because I guess we can log like inner text here. Then when I go like down, 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 I get 222 and a and of. Yeah, I mean that's pretty good. I think that's like pretty much what I want. Scale. All right. Simple. Simple, simple, simple. Now, the key here is that we want this thing to be reusable in some way. No? Like, we want to be able to, like, instantiate this on many pages in our website. So, turning this into some sort of, like, widget that we can reuse seems pretty hype. I've been reading that there are these, like, you can register custom HTML elements, and I would kind of like to try that. That'd be kind of cool. You know? There's, like, an API you can use. They talk about using this shit in the context of like web components, which I think is just like a fancy word for like stitching 3 API calls together. If I understand this correctly, right? They're like custom elements, shadow DOM, and HTML templates. We don't really give a fuck about shadow DOM, which is supposed to be used to say like, don't let somebody else like style me or like fucking touch my shit. Like, this is mine, my widget. You don't get to touch it. Is kind of like the point of this thing. It's so that you can like have like different stylings for different widgets, so that like, you know, if you happen to share a class name between like 2 widgets that you have, then like they don't leak into each other's namespaces. HTML templates I think are like just to be like, I pre-generated this like node tree in HTML and I want to like copy paste it somewhere. So I think really all I care about right now is like custom elements, I think. But you know, I don't really know what the fuck is going on, so maybe I'm wrong. But I think all you have to do here is extend an HTML element and then you can register that somehow, somewhere. Custom elements define. Yeah, so is it like window custom elements define like my like sferch, you know? Because we're a little sferch bar. Everybody's saying that they're kind of shit. Yeah, I mean, but I like the idea of using stuff that's built in, you know? So let's try it. So we have sferch extends HTML element. And I think I was reading somewhere that like you can extend some but not other. So, like I think I was looking this up the other day and like I was looking up to see if I could like extend a select element, like the drop down type shit. And I thought I saw that like Oh yeah, Safari does not plan to support custom built-in elements. So here, it's like some browsers, like they'll support you extending HTML element, but not like this stuff, right? So let's start here. And I think that I was reading when I was skimming this that DOM, like these elements will be constructed before they have like their attributes parsed and stuff, right? So I think I was seeing somewhere that they're like, fucking don't, yeah, lifecycle here. Maybe not. I think I was saying like constructors are for like your internal state, but like don't fucking try to parse attributes there. I thought I saw that here, but maybe I'm misremembering. It's a class that extends this guy. Here's an implementation of a normal guy. In the class constructor, you set up initial state and default values, register event listeners, and perhaps create a shadow root. At this point, you should not inspect the elements, attributes, or children, or add new attributes to the children. See this shit for the complete set of requirements. Okay. So I think that you're supposed to do that when it's like connected or something. Once your custom element is registered, the browser will call certain methods of your class when code in the page interacts with your custom element in certain ways by providing an implementation of these methods, which the specification calls lifecycle callbacks. So we've got connected when the element is added to the document. Should implement their custom element setup in this callback rather than the constructor. Okay. Connected callback. Connected callback. What the fuck is in here? Great. I was actually looking for like an actual page of like the expectations here, but it looks like you can just kind of slap whatever the fuck you want in there. So I assume that like I don't really know how this shit works. Like, so they create like a shadow root, and they just call it like attach shadow. So I guess like if I want, I guess that means that they have a child of this guy that gets set there probably. So if we say like append child of, or can we just say like inner text here? Is this a thing that we can do here? It feels like maybe. I wouldn't be shocked if that worked. Okay. Let's kind of make a search.js so that we can kind of like include this before in our test HTML. We should be able to do like search. And I'm hoping now that we should be able to, like, since this is included before body because defer is not set, can we just do like search here? You know, is that like a thing we can do? That'd be kind of hype. Be kind of cool. Custom element defined, at least 2 arguments required, but only 1 passed. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Of course, 2 things we need to do, right? We need to define like what the thing is and what it is. So do we just do this? Yeah. Looks like it. So Sfurch is not a valid custom element name. Hard life, dude. Hard life. Okay. So the question is why the fuck not? Because do we not have it right here? There must be a hyphen in the name. Oh, really? Are you serious? To avoid collisions or something? Yeah, that's funny. That's crazy. Okay. It's crazy that it let me define it, but didn't get angry. Like, I would have expected, like, a JavaScript, like, yo, what the fuck? You know? Like, here? Oh, it actually does say that. I'm just a dumbass. I just didn't read, because I can't read. Okay. So we got our search bar. Boom. And so now we actually, can we put this before? Boom. Hype. Hello world. And so now I guess what we want to do is we just want to like construct kind of like the same pile of shit that we had here, right? So can we go into like this, and here we have like some shit, right? Now, I guess building it this way is not, there's like benefits to doing it this way because it's like looks like HTML, but I mean we want handles to both of these guys, right? So I'd almost rather, and also like we are the parent div now, so really we only need this, and then really even here we kind of already we need those nodes anyways. So being like this dot search box is equal to document create element search input, sorry, and then defining this here, and then being like this words div is equal to create element div, and then being like, I guess that's kind of it, right? And then being like this append search box and words div. Like that seems like kind of reasonable, no? Right, so now if we inspect this thing, we have input and div, cool, and we can start like copying the behavior now, right? So we want to add like callbacks for these guys, probably, right? Like we had over here. So probably our search bar data, this class probably still wants to exist, right? It's just going to be like like here. Search bar data is new search bar data empty. Then here we are going to attach to this search box. So we're going to say like basically whatever we did down here in the search box, we just do this here. Yeah? Yeah, why not? So this search box on, what do we do on input? Yeah. Okay, so we copy this shit here. And this is going to be this set search results probably now. Probably. And in reality, we probably want like this box is going to like, this search box needs to get the data from somewhere, right? So probably defining like maybe a callback that you call, you know, so we can have like this on like on like, or like what do we want to call it? Update results, like search results or something, you know? And then maybe we can like assign this, so we can maybe call here like this search results with EV target value, you know what I mean? And do like new results is this, and this is going to be in text, right? So then we can do like new results map, you know, each val or like, you know, text to a div, which maybe we're actually already doing in set search results, no? Maybe that's what we did up here. Yeah, that's what we're doing here. So I guess it's just this set search results, new results. That seems kind of reasonable. That seems kind of reasonable. And then that's kind of where all of this stuff comes in. So we're going to kind of create our list of divs, I guess. So yeah, sure. That all seems pretty reasonable. Now search bar data is now this dot search bar data, and words div is this dot words div. Yeah. Okay. And then is there anything else that we have to do in here? We have to like hook up these up and down keys. But let's start by making sure that this part works. So can we like adjust our test case here? So our test.js now, I would love to do something like assign like an ID to this guy, right? And can we do like comment this shit out? Okay. So now we can get like the search bar from here. Let's comment out the vast majority of this stuff. We'll come back. And we can call like this. Get element by ID search bar. And this will be a type HTML element. We don't really know. I think the language server won't know how to resolve our custom type yet. On init, we are still going to want to call init. And we are still going to want to get like our words list. And it's just that we're going to say that our, I wonder if we make like words a global. No, we can do it here actually. So we can do like, search bar. What did we call it? There was some function that we wanted to call on this guy. It was search results, right? I guess I wonder if we can just write like search here, if it's smart enough to figure that shit out. Wait, it is. That's kind of hype. That's kind of sick. So we're gonna say like here is the, you know, search string, and we're gonna return this. Right? So we're gonna filter the words and give them to that guy. And then we're hoping that that kind of shows up here somehow. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. So now our search bar guy is getting, you know, these divs of all of these guys, which is hype. Hype, 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 dude. This is turning into something that's working kind of well. So we probably also want on select or something, right? And we can go like search bar on select is equal to selected, and can we do like console log selected? And it's, I think almost like selected index is probably better here, right? Because then here, how do we hook this up? So the search, it would be nice. I guess we should cache the results, right? So we can say like results is this. Then here we can do like results is equal to all this stuff. And then we can look up results selected index here, right? Which is like not too bad. That all kind of works pretty straight, like pretty easily, I think. And we just have to say here, we have to like handle the selection stuff still. So we haven't done that yet. So search widget on key down, we just copy this. And this goes into search box here. It's also possible that these search box and words div, we might not even have to, like the search box, we might not have to store locally, like as part of the class. We might not need it. To be honest. Okay, so this is like, if this on select is not equal to null, we call this on select with search bar data selected index. And we're hoping now that if something's wrong, on key down, this is a search box. No, this. It's just this. Which means that we should probably use like add event listener here, because we don't know that somebody externally is not going to also try to assign an on key down here, right? We know what we're going to assign to our like internal elements, but we can't really promise that nobody else is going to try to like add on key down listeners to us. So doing it with add event listener is better. we can't assign to results in test.js, right? So here it's because results, I guess we can just do let here, fuck it. We could also try to replace the contents of the array, but it's fine. Okay, so if we go like this and we hit enter, that's hype, dude. Hype, 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 hype. Right, so now we've kind of got I guess if the index is null, we should return I guess we can have like on select and on new or something, right? Which means that we could call like so we can call like if we have a selected index, right? And we have a callback for that index for that, then we call this callback. Else, if let's do like not equal to null here. Else if this on new we call is not equal to null. We call on new with the search box value. Okay. Then we can go back to our test. We can say search bar on new string. New is probably the wrong word, but whatever. Whatever. You know, we can play it fast list. Right. Okay. So here now we're calling on new. Let's say new element, right? And here we'll say existing element. Right. So here if I type in like the and I go down here, we see existing element they, and then if I do this, we get new element the, which arguably we should check if we have a perfect match for any elements. But maybe that's done in like client code, right? Maybe like the user of this widget gets to decide, right? Sure. Okay, that's pretty sick. That's actually like working nicely. So now we can just start throwing this on every page, but we should probably try to make it like at least a little bit prettier, right? So that it's not like absolute garbage. Oh, we should also do on click here. That's important, or else it won't work on mobile. So we'll do that first. Click to select. Okay, so how does that work? We have our search.js, and on here, all we should have to do is each of these divs that we added, we should be like this we need to go by index now. So like this. And we can do like on click. We do like search bar data selected index is equal to I. And maybe we should do like, maybe this should be like set selected like this, because he needs to update the highlighting and stuff too, right? So we need to do like set selected. This selected index is equal to I. We have the old index is this, and we say update highlight with old index and this selected. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Huge. And then in reality, we should also then immediately call our on new, no? So maybe this is like uh, you know, execute selection, right? And this is like this. And now I can also do this when the guy's clicked. So now I can go like, hello, hello, and when I click held, existing element held, shall help. Yeah, that's kind of hype. You can add the click listener to the parent div that holds all the div and then use event target element. Is that better? Might be. That might be better, but I don't really have a reason to think that it is or isn't, so I'm kind of okay with this. I guess like you could argue that like one callback is cheaper. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. So you're saying I can do. Oh, but here I don't know the index. Like the child index is a little tricky here. Target element. Event. Well, the thing you're saying, I'm not really convinced that that exists. Oh, current target. Oh, hold on. Okay, so target is the reference to an object onto which the event has been dispatched. Yeah, I don't really see that. Target element JavaScript. Am I crazy? Maybe you've tricked me. Yeah, I'm not like 100% on that. So I'm just gonna go back to what we was doing before. I'm not 100%. Because I would assume that this target, like, if I did it on the parent, I mean, we could try, right? We could do like, on click, we can log like EV target, right? And I assume that this is not going to show me which of the children I clicked, right? This is going to show me like just the parent div, right? This is telling me like div class search highlight, which is like, oh, it is. I thought, okay, I'm wrong. I thought that it showed the most like parent one, but it doesn't. Okay, you're right. You're right. I just assumed that that target would not be what I wanted. So what we want is like, we need to figure out like the index of that guy though, which is not like super trivial. Right? So can we do like this children, can we like get index of node in child list or something? They are kind of claiming that I can. Oh, they're just doing array from and then doing index of, so they're doing like a linear scan. Which is not ideal. Not really super happy with that. You could set an attribute on the element for that. Yeah, but then like it's like if I'm going to be going on each element and adding like a hey, like check like update which element I am, I'm not really convinced that that's any better anymore. Because then we still have to have like custom behavior for this on click anyways, or maybe not on click, but like each of these. No, yeah, or like on we need to add some callback to update in our tracking which one is the selected one. So I think that just doing it this way is fine. This is fine. We'll keep it that way. Okay. Okay. Click to select, working fine. And now let's do some styling. Let's do some styling. So we want to probably like at the very least make it so that like they share a width, right? So can we do something like my brain hurts a little bit because I know that with like a shadow DOM you can like attach your own style sheet easily. Can I like attach a style sheet to this element? Surely, right? You can. Attach style sheet to element JavaScript. I think there is like style custom HTML element. Is this a stupid question? This I don't even know. Like, it feels like one of those things where I'm so fucking lost that like the idiot is more likely to get me what I want. So like, I'm adding a custom HTML element with a couple. I'm creating a set of HTML nodes in JavaScript and want to style them from JavaScript. How do I set their CSS? Yeah, you can do that. You can do this, of course. But I want to like, can I append my own style sheet? So that caller HTML does not need to include it or something. Right? Like, I want like, this is what I'm looking for. Style. Oh, that makes sense. You just shove it in the fucking style. You just shove it in the fucking header. That works. I don't know if that's like the stupidest way to do it. But that seems reasonable to me. Doesn't seem crazy. If somebody in chat is like, that's fucking stupid, I'd love to hear that, but this seems reasonable. It's almost like I'm down to do it in the constructor even, no? Right? You're just like, search bar header, we're unlikely to collide. This is like where people are like, you should just fucking use shadow DOMs, right? So that like the chance of you fucking this up are lower, but I don't give a fuck. You can't make me give a fuck. So let's just start by trying to make sure that like if I do anything, we see it. So let's say search bar search bar box. Or we could even just do like search bar like this. And then we say like this dot class list dot add search bar. Yeah. What do we get from appending CSS? Just somewhere where I can write CSS rules that apply to this search bar. I guess I don't want to do this on each instantiation. I just want somewhere where I can like define the styling separately from like the node itself. Fix me gets applied many times on each object instantiation, lol. Right, like I want like somewhere to write the style that gets applied here. Maybe I just apply it to like the node. Is that like a thing you could do? Was that one of the options here? Like, it feels like you can write sometimes like on a node. Like, can I like parse this thing? You know what I mean? What is the type of like HTML element set style or something? Like, is that something I can do just like all at once? What the fuck did I just click there? That's like kind of what I want. Okay. style declaration is reset like this if you want to do it on this thing. Shorthand properties are expanded. If you set this, this guy gets set. Okay. It's read only. I want to like just full on write some CSS and drop that shit in there. You know, is that, I feel like that's not stupid. What if I want it only, can I just swap the style param directly? I feel like you can just use CSS styles, but that means that like somebody else needs to like, when they use this widget, like me, when I use this, I don't want to like have to include this style sheet, if that makes sense. I guess maybe doing like search. Yeah, I think I just want to do this like if it exists. I think this is actually very close to what I want. Right, like I was gonna say you could add like a separate CSS file and then like include the link automatically in the head. But like what I want to do is make it so that like if I use this thing, it just like automatically gets styled quickly. That's kind of what I was mostly looking for. So yeah, we can just do this. We can just do this. We can do style applied. And we can say like if style applied like this. You know? This feels reasonable to me, and if that's stupid, it's fucking stupid. Whatever. Okay. So now I do have this search bar thing here, which is good. But why is that not happening? Is it because I used an underscore? No. So this is saying background, make it red. And does this guy have the search bar class? He does. So why is his background? Is it background color or something? My dumbass. Like, what the fuck? Like, hello? Oh, oopsies. Like, should this not be showing up? I wonder if it's like his space is not getting. You shouldn't need class, right? Oh, good point. Good point. I should just be able to go like this. Yeah, so this guy does have his background color set. I wonder if it's like the bounds of this guy. Am I crazy? Am I crazy? It feels like this should be fucking red everywhere. Right, like the layout here. He's covering the whole area. Right, he's 800 by 854, and if this gets lower, this is getting smaller. Okay, can we do something else? Can we just, like, display none? Like, how fucking broken is this? So that works. That works, which is interesting. Okay. Well, let's, we can at least do this. Okay. So maybe it's that, like, the input box and stuff are, like, overriding the styling. So if I say, like, the input is like this, then it's fine. I mean, fine in that it works, not fine in that it's... I think this is some weird with extending an input element. We're not extending an input element, though. The input element is below us. Okay. Whatever. It's fine. We can apply CSS styling to the other stuff, which is really mostly what I wanted. Well, and we can probably also do stuff like this, right? Like bar, let's set like our width to like 50%. Oh. Ooh, okay. Ah! Wait. Background, color, FF0000. Maybe it's because, like, the display was fucked up? Aha, it is. I see what's happening now. So, because of the display type, it wasn't, like, correctly, um, it wasn't, like, updating the bounds. You can look at the computed tab and figure out why stuff wasn't being shown. What I think was happening there was that the color was being shown in the computed tab, but it, like, wasn't, the background, like, wasn't where I thought it was, which is confusing. Okay. So, I guess it's like this. Okay. And then when I, like, go down here, is that, like, good enough? Might be, right? Because then we can just set the rules ourselves for, like, we can even just do this. Everything below us with the 100%. All our direct children. Fucking max that shit out. Now that feels pretty good. And then from externally, we can say, like in our test here, we can say search bar. We can, like, clamp for width here. As long as we set the display here to block. Okay, like, that seems like maybe reasonable. Yeah, nice. Nice. Add some sweet border at the bottom. Yeah, that's not off. We could maybe put, like, some sort of, like, border. Border, like, can we do, like, dotted? That's not what I wanted. Huh? Border properties. I don't think you need that arrow. I think that I wanted that arrow because I didn't want to apply the width to all elements, just the direct children. Um, so we can, like, do something like this. I'm kind of down to allow that part to be kind of done externally. I think. I think. Uh, hmm. Let me think. So, also, it's kind of weird here. Yeah. Yeah, there's something there. I think that I want some left indent on this text. I think. I think it looks better if we do that. So, can we do this? So in our external styling for this thing, we say, you know, border 1 pick solid gray or something. Fuck it, doesn't really matter. And then I think that the problem here is that the words are too close to the left edge. So we would love to do something like, can we do, like, search bar result and add some left padding here? You know, maybe even just, like, something like this. You know? You know? Where is this search bar? We need to, like, add that to the div now, right? We need to go, like, each of these divs. Search, what do we call it? Search bar result. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, the highlight's not working anymore, which is interesting. Why not? What the fuck? So we have search highlight here. Oh, is this broken? Is that why? Oh, did we lose search highlight? Oh, we did. This needs to go here. There we go. There we go. And then, like, arguably, the search highlight is, like, defined. I don't like margin left. Maybe padding. Yeah, I like padding better. Nice. Oh, yeah, that's pretty good, huh? Oh, that's not bad. Thin line between the options. That's not an awful idea, huh? We could try that. CSS. Like, do we just do, like, a border? It's like border something, right? We go, like, border bottom 1 pixel solid gray or something. I don't like it. I think that you could do something else, right? I'm sure that you could do something else, but I don't really mind them being kind of direct like this in the list. Seems fine. Seems fine to me. All right. Sick. So now I guess let's just do one last piece of trying to integrate it with our actual app. Let's just kind of see if this widget is in fact as abstract as we need it to be. So if we were to go here, and we were to go to like the ingredients page here, and let's say that or properties. Let's say that we wanted to add the search bar here. So let's go to our properties page. And can we do like search.js like this? And then can we just add our like, you know, search bar like this? So first of all, we go in here, we refresh. We do in fact have our search bar. And we can then go into our properties.js. We can say we have like search bar is get element by ID. We can call this like search bar, which means that we need an ID. Right? Cool. Okay. And then we just set up the callbacks, right? So we say search bar dot I can't remember what the parameter was. On select, no. Search results. So this is going to give us like search string, right? Like this, and we're going to try to like loop over our properties. So we're gonna go like filter, probably like map, map each property to property.name, right? And then we're gonna filter these by name. So name includes search string, right? That's kind of what we're looking for here. And so we should be able to go in here and be like, folate is one of the things in here, right? Which is hype. And ASDF is one of the things in here, hype. Sub gives us sub thing, new sub thing, sub something. So I think that like, kind of like, this is, you know, reusable enough that it works, right? We might want to do something like, you know, here we'll say like search results is this again. Search results is this. And then we'll say, yeah, we can do like on select with the index. We can look up, search results on index, and we can do like on new is new val, new val. Right, so now I can start like looking up like, okay, we got full, oh, something's wrong. I did something wrong. Length of words is undefined. Because you're gonna have to return search results. Oops. True. All right, so now I should be able to like start looking for things. F. And if I go down here and I click fiber, it says fiber as the result. And if I try to get off that selection, then it's like new. Sick. So I would say that this is like relatively a success. I think you might want to add like some like overrides for styling and stuff. As an option, as well as like an override. We need to be able to like present, what thing that we want to show in like the search bar and stuff as our like default placeholder text and stuff like that. And then maybe we want to be able to say like, okay, like in this case, this search bar is actually only for adding new things. So maybe we want to disable the up arrow and down arrow, but all of that is easy to like add later. I think at the very least, just like creating this simple search bar is successful. Overrides for styling would be just on the CSS file. Yeah, true. True, you're right. I was thinking that like you might want to. Yeah, you're right. You're right. That's just fine. That's just fine. Cool. All right. I think this is a success. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like what we saw, we stream most days 12:30 Pacific time to 4 o'clock Pacific time. It is 2:40 now, so anywhere between 2 hours ago and 2 hours, like an hour and a half from now is when you should expect to see this live. Today's a little bit of a odd day because I it's a short day, It's what it is. So if you want to swing by when we're live, that's the time. If you're watching live and you're like, I would like to see, this stuff, but I can't see it all the time, I can't catch you live all the time, there's a YouTube link in the Twitch description where we post VODs that can be posted to YouTube, right? Where that's kind of defined by things that are algorithm friendly. So this will probably go there, but there's some stuff that doesn't go on there. So if you want access to all VODs, the rest of them go up on Patreon, YouTube member, or Twitch VODs, and you can support in the appropriate place to get access to those. The reason we do that is because it provides, something that we can give to people who want to see the stream continue. The money in my account is going down, and at some point it will run out, and that's the day where I will stop streaming. So if you want to see the stream continue, any sort of support extends the lifetime by the rate that I consume money over that amount that you gave me. Or the other way around. The amount that you gave me over the rate that I consume money. Anyways, that's all. All the plug we're going to do. Thank you for watching. YouTube, peace out, and Twitch, let's find someone to raid.